Hello, hello. Charlotte Tilbury has entered the chat. Yes, she has entered in on the new stick cream blush world realm thing that we've got going on. But today I get to share with you her new released Unreal Blush Healthy Glow Sticks. We'll get into details, we'll try, we'll see, and we will compare. I pulled a few that I feel are worth comparing. So let's hydrate and begin. So let's jump right in and start off with the details. So I picked up two shades. I picked up Pinky Glow and Cherry Glow. One really bright pink and a reddish tone that looks amazing. I love tones like that. I do feel like I'm still on the hunt for the perfect red blush, but let's see if this nailed it. So again, these are the Unreal Blush Healthy Glow Sticks. This is said to be a cream formula you can use on both your lips and your cheeks for a fresh, radiant flush. It is infused with hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, and that's to keep the skin feeling smooth, hydrated, and plump while giving a soft, buildable wash of color, which we will test out. We'll do a nice soft wash, keep it soft and every day, no makeup kind of vibes, and then we'll build it up for when we want to glam and when we want to take it there. So we'll definitely see about that. It's also designed to be easy and fuss-free. You can swipe it on, blend it with your finger or a brush, and you're good to go. And it's perfect for that glowy, effortless summer makeup vibe. The shade range is made to flatter a variety of skin tones, and I picked up two shades to try for you today, which I'm really happy with the two shades that I picked up. And then I went and looked at the ones that I want to compare them to. I'm like, dang, Mo, you have a type. So the component, the packaging, very Charlotte Tilbury, very sleek. There's a lot of info on the packaging, which we can always appreciate. Now these are made in Italy, and you get 0.31 ounces or 9 grams, or 0.9 grams. Is that what that says? Yeah. Here is packaging. It's very glamorous, very Charlotte Tilbury. Oh. Oh, I don't know. I'm just sharing all the details, all the things. One side you get logo, one side you get words. All right, let's. Oh, is this supposed to do that? Okay, maybe it's supposed to do that. It's refillable? I don't remember seeing that anywhere. Okay, good to know. I don't know, but it does that. So let's twist up and see. Here we go. Again, this is the shade Pinky Glow, and here we go. Packaging feels fine. It's not overly heavy where it feels super over the top luxurious, but it's not cheapy, plasticky either. It's like right where it needs to be fair. Cherry Glow. I got really excited for this. I don't have many because I just don't feel like I found the perfect tones of red blush, but I'm really curious to see how this is going to look. But here is Cherry Glow. It smells like makeup. There's no artificial fragrance, but it smells like makeup. You're probably like, what the heck does that mean? I don't know. It just doesn't smell like a fragrance. All right, so those are the colors. Let's swatch. Swatching them was really nice. They're creamy. They blended with the finger very nicely, very easily. I've brought you a little bit closer. Let's go ahead and try these on the face. Let's start off with the Pink Glow shade. I'm going to place this on the back of my hand. Such a pretty color. I will say it's very creamy and it's giving nice glow on the skin. So I'm going to take my finger and let's start with that. Very pretty. It's giving that nice soft flush. The pigment is there. I'm going back on the back of my hand to pick that up. Build it up just a touch. And it's doing so nicely. Now the products that I have down so far, the blush is going on nicely. It's not interrupting anything, making anything look weird. It feels nice on the skin. It doesn't feel sticky or greasy or heavy. There we have our hand application of the Pinky Glow shade. With the finger application, it's light, it's soft, it's diffused. Personally, I find this to work really well on the no makeup days, on the light makeup days, on the days you just want a little something. It does so well. Now, as far as the finish, you can see the soft, subtle glow, but it's nothing, you know, too over the top. So what I am gonna do now is I'm gonna take my brush and then let's build up and see how it looks. So same way, I'm gonna put this on the back of my hand first. Then I'm going to take my brush. This one in particular is the Wayne Goss F4. I'm just picking up. Ooh, nice. And let's go. Yeah, this is going to be a bit more, but that's to be expected. That went on so nice. This has blended into my skin beautifully. I feel I have a touch more glow. Obviously, we have a little bit more product and we also used the brush application. So keeping all those factors in mind, it looks pretty. I like it. What I like about this color and this formula is I like that I can keep it soft and sheer and I don't have to be intimidated by the color being so bold. I can definitely achieve that soft pink flush with a touch of glow. But of course I really like that if I want to have more makeup, I want more for my look, or I just like more blush. I can definitely achieve that by layering it up and I'm going to get a beautiful finish on the skin. And this has melded into my skin really, really nicely and went over top of my already applied makeup very nicely. I'm not wearing anything too heavy. I'm wearing a skin tint. I'm wearing the McCrane's Actives skin tint and the McCrane's Active concealer, and I do have a light layer of powder, and it went over top nicely. Yeah. Okay, so that was the Pinky Glow shade. Very, very pretty. I'm very much looking forward to trying this shade because, as I mentioned, I'm still kind of on the hunt for the perfect red blush shade. So we'll see. All right, it's Cherry Glow's time to shine. I am going to place this on the back of my hand and look at that. Wow. Take my finger. There is just something about a red blush once it's, I'm picking up whatever is left on the back of my hand. There's just something about a red blush. Once you blend it on the skin, it looks so pretty. It gives just the right red blush, because not all reds are the same. They do, it just allows for the skin to have, it's like it's a type of flush that I can't really explain. It just looks so good, so pretty. This looks so good sheared out. Because look, it's quite intense, but once I've sheared it out, it looks so nice. Oh, wow. Okay. This I can see on the everyday wearing. Light makeup, no makeup, soft makeup, kind of realistic everyday life makeup kind of vibes. Looks very pretty on the skin. Get nice and close so you can see. Try to let the product speak for itself, because I can on and on and on all I want, but I want you to see for yourself what the product is saying. Cherry Glow, hi, so pretty. I really like this. But we must build her up and we must see how she goes on with the brush. So I'm going to put a bit more on the back of my hand here. I did clean off the brush. So let's pick up. Oof, I'm nervous. Okay. I'm just going to say it now. I'm very happy with the two colors that I picked up. Yeah. Okay. Formula is consistent between the two colors. Blended beautifully, built up beautifully, gorgeous finish, feels comfortable on the skin. It's not interrupting or making my other products look weird. This is something that very easily will incorporate into your existing routine. Nice. So here we have our pink glow and cherry glow. I will go ahead and apply a little bronzer, kind of finish up my look. Now let's keep an eye on how that goes, because again, we're just incorporating a product in the existing routine. What I am not going to do though is I'm not going to put any highlight because I don't need it because of the beautiful finish this has on the skin. Now it does claim to be glowy, Unreal Healthy Glow Stick. Okay, it's in the name, but I'm not getting that overly greasy, too much glow kind of vibe. This is like a nice sweet spot, so that's a plus. So let me go ahead and apply my bronzer. We are blushed, we are flushed. We've got glow, but we're feeling good. So my first impression before we get into comparisons is I want to point out how big I think the packaging is. Okay. Here's Westman Atelier, just for reference. Here's Sisley. Okay. Here is a Chanel skin tint. I mean, this thing is big. But when you have it beside like the Dior, I don't know, is that the vibe? That must be the vibe these days. But I did want to point that out to you. It's big. It's big. And then here it is beside my eye cream. Okay, you get it. It's a nice size. It's substantial. I do like that the package, as far as like the cap, it closes tightly to secure it. Definitely something that I am looking at because this is a cream. This is a stick. I want to keep it contained and not too exposed to the elements and the air to dry out. And, you know, I don't know, a little thing, but something to note, and that's part of my first impression is the packaging. Packaging is cool. So it's big, it feels nice, and it has a nice secure closing mechanism. Blend into the skin really, really nicely with a beautiful finish. And they layered over top of my products nicely. So again, this is definitely something that can easily incorporate into your existing routine. And I can totally see these working gorgeous on bare skin. Just a skin day, just a skincare, a little bit of blush, and you go. So I've had this on for a little bit. Let's do a little... You know what's interesting? It doesn't feel tacky. It doesn't feel like there's a cream on my face, but it hasn't dried down to like a powder. I just feel like I'm touching my skin. Interesting. And it's the same thing with the swatches. Huh. I mean, I got a little from the swatches, but on the face, I haven't disrupted it. Okay, it's good to know. Let's do some comparisons because I pulled a few. We're gonna compare colors and we're gonna compare the consistency, and all of the ones I'm comparing to are rotated in my routine, so we've got some experience. So we're gonna start off with Pinky Glow. I'm going to place her right here. Okay. So the first, immediately, the first cream stick blush that came to mind is my Westman Atelier Papette. Okay. Looking at these side by side in my head immediately, I was like, yep, colors are similar. You don't need it. I almost talked myself out of getting this one just because of this. But, you know, I said, you know what? You don't know until you know, and you won't know until you try. So here we go. Wow, color is quite similar. I feel like the Westman Atelier is probably like a little bit more vibrant. And as you can already see, the finish is way more glowy on the Charlotte Tilbury. Now the next one that I pulled that I felt the color was hello. It's my Ami Kohl. I definitely feel my Ami Kohl is a bit brighter. Yeah, it's probably a lot. Yeah, it's a lot brighter. It looks a lot brighter. And this is in the shade Pink Cell. So we're gonna put her right here. Yeah, she's definitely brighter. And I definitely have a type. It's fine. I like a pinky flush and I like it to be bold. But then I always share it out like, hello. This is my Fito Blush Twist by Sisley. And this is the shade Fuchsia. Yeah, this one's quite a bit brighter than the Charlotte, but you know, yeah. Wow. Wow. I like pink. Now for the Dior. This is that new Dior, and this is the shade 001 Pink. The Dior is definitely lighter. But I feel that once you blend these on the skin, they look similar, you know? Of all of these so far, I think the Dior is probably going to be the only one with that same kind of glowy finish, because look. And yes, the Dior is a lot lighter. But see, the Charlotte has that really pretty glow in comparison to all that I've compared so far. But the Dior is up there with the glow. So this is from Rhode. This is not as pink, but I thought it was pink enough to compare. This is fairly new to me. This is the color Juice Box. We're gonna put Juice Box right down here. Colors are all in the same family. Once applied onto the skin, you'll definitely achieve that very similar, probably couldn't even tell the difference, flush of pink. Built up, kept sheer. Now, as far as finishes, I want to say the only one that is giving me that nice, healthy, glowy finish, and again, none of these have any micro glitters or anything like that, but these just give that true glowy skin vibes, are the Dior. So the Charlotte and the Dior, those are the only two that really have a heavy glow. And then comes Rhode with that skin glow, you know? The rest are all very natural. Their more focus is to give you a flush versus a lot of glow. So again, we have the Charlotte Tilbury Pinky Glow, the Westman Atelier Pipette, the my Ami Kohl, my Sisley, and then Rhode. Like I said, I don't have a lot of red blush because I just haven't found the ones, the real, you know. I like this one. I think this is giving what I'm looking for. So let's compare. We'll go down here. Look at that. Gorgeous glowy flush. Yes, please. To compare, I have Merit. This is the Rouge Flush Balm. Looks like that. Yeah, these are very different reds. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. Now this is new to me. I only just picked this up because I have kind of been dabbling, looking just a little for a red blush, and then the Charlotte came out, so this I had already purchased, but it's from Chanel. This is the, my gosh, it's so small. I'm like questioning my whole life right now. Hold on. Balm. I'm just gonna put the name on the screen. I can't, it's so tiny. Okay. It's giving the red. But you see the Charlotte Tilbury, there's a little depth to it. This is like a true cherry red. Now this one from Chanel, it's a balmy product because I have one other of these. It's a bit sticky. But I still wanted to give it a try. So this one's definitely going to give you the glow. The Merit's going to give you glow. And the Charlotte's going to give you glow. So texture on all of these, they're going to give you glow. The Merit has a very nice finish, works into the skin very, very nicely. So it's on par with the Charlotte Tilbury. The only one I want to say is a bit different because of the texture is the Chanel, because it's more of like a balm, so it's a little bit more tacky, a little bit more sticky. I always set this down with powder. The Charlotte Tilbury, the Merit, and the Chanel. We applied with hand and brush. We built it up. We did comparisons. I like these. These are nice. And everybody's welcome. I mean, I know, I get it. It's not new, it's not revolutionary, but it's Charlotte's take on a stick blush glowy product that you'll use, you'll want to enjoy. It's glamorous packaging, beautiful colors, and I think the range of colors, I did want to mention that. I did think that the range of colors were very, very beautiful. I had to restrain myself for obvious reasons. I mean, we did just do a whole blush declutter, and you guys know I don't need any more blushes. Just picked up 2 from Dior, and I don't need any more blushes. But man, when these brands are coming out with nice, pretty blushes, what do you want a girl to do? I'm just a girl. So overall, if you've been sitting back, just kind of hanging out, watching to see which cream stick blush should I get, it's going to be personal preference. There's room for everybody. Everyone's going to have a different take, different packaging, different colors. These are beautiful. The formula's fantastic. The color range is gorgeous. The product spoke for itself. Quality is there, so it's definitely a product that you're going to want to reach for and use. And I'm very happy to have this in my collection. Always curious to hear what you guys think. Share your thoughts. Comment down below. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today, allowing me to share these new Charlotte Tilburys with you. Take a moment and give today's video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Stay beautiful, guys. I'll see you soon.